We recently got the Season 1 update, which means all the new balance changes are live in the game. We also got a brand new weapon called the DINGO. So with all that, it's time for the new top 10 guns in Call of Duty Mobile Season 1. At number 10, we have the SKS. It's not a surprise that the SKS is still a fantastic gun to use. It's one of the best weapons for playing safe and holding corners. So if you don't feel like playing aggressive, this is a very good gun for a passive playstyle. Basically, it's a 2-tap kill gun at almost all range, which makes it a great weapon for search and destroy. The downside of the SKS is that you need a decent aim to use it properly, and it's kinda bad at close range, but if you can deal with those two downsides, it's a very good gun to use in Season 1. Moving on to number 9, we have the FENNEC. Now the FENNEC got a nice buff in Season 11, and because of that buff, it still makes it to the top 10 list. The FENNEC has an insanely quick time to kill because of how fast this thing shoots. It's probably one of the fastest killing guns in the game right now. And not only that, it's also lightweight, so you can rotate around the map very fast with the FENNEC, and because of this mobility, you can use this thing on game modes like TDM and hardpoint, but in my opinion, this is a weapon you should use for playing aggressive. The DRH is gonna take the number 8 spot. Now the DRH did get a buff on this update. Besides, the recoil is also pretty easy to control along with a high damage, and because of that buff, the range on the DRH is also a lot better than it was before. Now it's not the most aggressive weapon in Season 1, but it's definitely a very versatile AR. Moving on to number 7 is the CBR4. Now in my opinion, this is the best SMG in Season 1. The reason why I think it's the best SMG is because of its characteristics. The thing with the CBR is that it kinda falls between a submachine gun and an AR. Now it has features of an SMG like having a great mobility, but it also has some features of an AR like having a low recoil and a large magazine, and because of that it does very well in medium and even in long range. Combine that with the fact that the CBR has no major downsides, it's definitely the best SMG in Season 1. Moving on to number 6, we have the Chopper. Now the Chopper is one of the fastest LMGs in terms of ADS speed. This weapon is basically good at all range. Even in close range, the Chopper is a fantastic weapon because of its hipfire accuracy, but it mainly shines in medium and high range. Now I'd recommend the Chopper to a player who likes to play semi-aggressive because you can't go full-on aggressive mode with this gun. Obviously it's an LMG, so the reload time is gonna be long, but it's great for semi-aggressive playstyles or for domination and hardpoint. Just keep in mind the slow movement and reload speed of the Chopper when you're using it. I also want to talk about the new DINGO LMG that we got this season because it seems like a very solid weapon according to the in-game stat. At the time of making this video, the battle pass is not here yet, so we can't use the DINGO in multiplayer, but from what I can tell in the training mode, this thing is definitely gonna make it to the top 10. But moving on to number 4, we got the Kilo 141. The Kilo has been at the top for the last few months, and people love it because of its easy to control recoil and its BSA. Now the bullets travel very fast on the Kilo, so as soon as you shoot, you're gonna hit the enemy instantly. Because of this high bullet velocity, the Kilo has one of the best time to kills in any ARs. The Kilo is the best on bigger maps because it's good at long range, but for close range fights, there are better ARs on this list. Make sure to use this Gunsmith with the Kilo. Moving on to the top 3, it's gonna be the M13. The M13 was already great in Season 11, but after the Season 1 update, it's even better. Right now, it's one of the most easy to use guns in Call of Duty Mobile. Moving around the map with this thing is very smooth because of its mobility. It also has a decent rate of fire, so if you have a bad aim, then you should be able to use this weapon. Here's the best Gunsmith for the M13. The top number 2 gun in Season 1 is the HOLGER 26. The HOLGER is definitely the best light machine gun in Season 1. The rate of fire is fast combined with a low recoil, and the reload speed is also good for an LMG. In most cases, this is better than something like the Chopper, so it definitely deserves the number 2 spot on this list. But the KRIG 6 still stays at the number 1 spot in Season 1. Everything from the damage, the range, the mobility is great on the KRIG. It's a 3-tap kill weapon in close to medium range, and it has a large magazine. Overall, the KRIG has been the most versatile gun in the last few seasons. Do you want to buy COD Points at the cheapest price? Go to vecshop.net. With discounts up to 75% of the in-game price, this is one of the cheapest ways to buy COD Points. They also have a loyalty program which makes things even cheaper. Use code SAM to get 3% off any purchase on Vex. For more info, contact them on WhatsApp or go to their website.